Well, before we have this, we just have a few words, and just want to tell you Happy Father's Day. I really appreciate it. Just to share I know I was asked to do this, and I'm like, I don't have my father here, or things that were thinking in my head at the time that I was asked this, but it just allowed me to remember that, my father was a man, he was a preacher, a pastor. He married my brothers and my sisters.
Praise God.
But you were the one that married me and my wife.
Praise God.
You were there for my child being born, my first son, Trey. You also were there when I was struck by lightning in the hospital, when I'm waking up or getting back from my full recovery. You were there to teach me and help me to start getting these promotions and raises. The advice that you have given me has really brought me to be the man of God that I am now today. Just the guidance that I thought, I really leaned on my father growing up for the wisdom. He had a lot of wisdom. And I just know from the first day that I met you and the connection that you brought me under your wings to really teach and pour into me and my life, and just being as a father unto me, that I got to see these examples like, you know what? At that time, there was a big shift. Yeah, I had my father. I was going to his church.
Yes.
God shifted me to go to your church.
Praise God.
I started getting more, building myself up in the spirit, just even in life as me raising my children, because I see an example of what you've done with not just your children, because the fruit that I've seen that them preaching the word today really exemplifies of what God has called me and that you have shared to really raise me up to be who I am today. So even though that I don't have my natural father, you have stepped into that place of being my spiritual father, but actually a father to me that, God also shared to me, then not to choke me up, but it's like, then he said, didn't I tell you I would never leave you or forsake you? So he gave me that wisdom that I had a natural father for, and gave me this spiritual father that I got to choose to be my father and still be there to give me everything that I need to take me to my destiny.
Right.
So I just appreciate you. I just appreciate you, and just for you exemplifying of being the amazing father that you are to me and to everybody else here.
Amen.
Dad, you are many things to many people. I remember when you were talking about how you are, for some people, a pastor. For some people, you are their spiritual father. For some people, you are just the man who happens to preach at the church they happen to go to. And for me, when I first came here, you were the man of God. Immediately, I knew that in my spirit, that you were the man of God. And I was thankful that God, in his faithfulness, led me here to a man and a woman of God. I was so thankful for you. And as I decided to join, you became my congregational father. And I submitted myself and yielded myself to the teachings of you and Pastor Gina. But through a revelation from the Spirit of God, he revealed you to be my spiritual father. And my life has only went up from there. When I look at you, I see God's redemptive and restorative grace for my life. And I'm thankful to you for all that you represent to me, my family, this congregation, your faithfulness to not just me, but I'm encouraged when I see how you are with everybody. You are constant. You are consistent. You work tirelessly and you make many sacrifices. Even with your own family, you put God first and his people first, and I follow hard after you and your wife as you follow after Christ. And I want you to know that we appreciate you, we honor you for the gift that you are to this body and to our lives. And I pray that your heart is on overflow with the love and appreciation that we have for you on this day. We love you. God bless you. And at this moment, we just want to give you this small, this, we think you're supposed to have.
Pastor Ron, from one superhero to another. Happy Father's Day.